Hello everyone. Welcome in as always. We have for you some Nordic Keyforge League. We should be good, I think. We're gonna have some fun. We're playing against jfilipeg this morning, and they're always a very good opponent. I don't know if I've ever played them in the Nordic Keyforge League. I don't think I have. I don't think I have, but they have very good decks, and they are a very good player. Formerly of Diamond status. Currently we are sitting around, well, we're in silver. Both of us are in silver, obviously. And, yeah, they're a very good player. I mean, silver to diamond is just full of really, really good players, really good decks, and, you know, I'm honored to be among them and have survived among them for many seasons, and hoping to do so again. Hopefully moving up to gold. Added some new decks into my lineup, and I'm actually really happy with them. I think they're going to fill out the roster quite well. So, first day streaming back on this on the same setup as last time, but just back from KFC, Keyforge Worlds, and helping cast that with Tabletop Royale and Orion and everyone else who helped out. So yeah, it should be a really exciting match here. Hopefully the music is nice and soothing for some morning Keyforge. And I'll get the deck selector running, I'll make the game. Make sure all my decks are... yeah. I wonder if I can go into the same... I'll switch us over here so we can see what we're working with. There we are. I almost wrong things. I think everything will be okay though. I'm gonna do little test chats. Yeah, that's good. Nice and big. Nice and big. Maybe a little too big, but chat will be nice and prominent today. Oh, you know what? The chat's gonna be on the screen for a long time because of the settings for KSC, but I can't be bothered to turn them off. We're gonna have OBS over on this side. So I'm looking over there, it's probably because I'm looking at OBS. So we're gonna have jfilipeg's lineups. I'm a Patreon now of Dexter Keyforge. So I got a tag made. Look at that. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Some coffee. They got a new Winds of Exchange out of their lineup with this Bear, Burgess, Atheinater. And looks pretty good. Buggies. No Sandhopper, but it does have Freelancer with Shrewd Investor. And some Capture and Sanctum, and most importantly, Hadros Wall. The Hadros Wall is really important for the Freelancer because if you can get basically anything but just leave the creature with exactly 2 health left, then then when you swap it back over to your opponent, you get that amber back. So Hadros Wall is actually really nice as freelancer, so you can kind of guarantee you get all that amber back and doesn't just stay there in perpetuity. And hopefully won't bother their... obviously Hadros Wall can get tokenized, right? This deck has 11.5 tokens. It looks like it wants to make them... Although, what are the token generators? So we got Katarina the Summoner, Hieron, which might make 1 or 2. Shizuoku Buggy, which my guess is they're probably not going to be using too often. My experience with Buggy is the Shizuoku Buggy you don't really want to use too much unless you're desperate for tokens. Which basically is only there if you want to feed the other Buggies. Which can be nice, of course, but I really don't think it's necessary in this deck. So probably Shizuoku Buggy won't be making anything. Fathom Reaver is an unconditional. So I don't think they're actually going to want to make tokens. So while it's a token generation of 3, I'm imagining they're only going to make a few tokens throughout the game, which is actually going to make this deck really scary. Way scarier. I mean, Katarina can do it, but they don't have, like, big, repeat token generators. We'll also have to keep a really good close eye on Glorious too. I actually think this will be a really nice... oh, catch and release, never mind. Maybe not a good matchup for Vamral, because Vamral wants to make big hands with the Buggies. We'll find out. We'll play it. The deck we're almost certainly banning first is Nour here, and I think Nour is their best deck. And, yeah, we're just going to ban Nour, I think, because I'm not going to start talking myself out of that one. Nour is really good. It has, like, this is... Well, it's 30, but, I mean, the pieces are better, so the harvest times are really good. Mark of Dis, 3 Stirring Graves, Eaton's Jar, Obsidian's Forge, and a 17-creature deck with a lot of repeatable stuff. Obviously, Infernus. I don't think you want to Stirring Grave the Infernus, though. I think what you want to Stirring Grave is probably the Key Frog, Pismire. Like, you want to archive these ones, or you want to archive some of these shadows in the Bonithings to recur them for a late game engine. Finishing Blow is really good. They have a 2 Mutant Cutpurses, so a nice little bit of damage chip sprinkled in to make the finishing. Obviously, I would have loved one to land on that, but, you know, you take it. Perplexing Sophists is obviously good. Gambling Den, Harvest Time could be a real burst card for them, especially purging the Crystal Location, item, right? So, like, they can burst in the end game with Harvest Time for, like, 4. For their artifacts. And Gambling Den, you know, depends on how the game state's going. Micah's is probably a discard, but you never know. They got Double Lost in the Woods, they got a Reclaimed by Nature, Savage Clash, Vault's Blessing with 9 Mutants. Just such a good deck. I think it's got a good amount of C, and 2 key cheats in the Key Frog and in the Obsidian Forge. I wonder how likely it is they'd be able to forge 2 keys with the Obsidian Forge. I feel like it's kind of likely. You know, like, if someone doesn't respond to things, they can, like, pop the Key Frog, destroy effect the Key Frog to forge a key at current cost. And then if they have 12 stuff on the board anyways, or, you know, if they have, like, 10 amber, they can get 2 keys that way fairly easily. I mean, that just sounds sick. Like, I think Nour is really cool. Nour is awesome. I think this deck's really cool. Zora is really cool as well. The Punctuate Equilibrium into through 3 Mimicries. The Key Charge is really, really cool and tamed. Logos is really good. I mean, it's only really good if you if you go above 6 a lot. So if you're going above 6 or key cheating, it's not really all that impactful. The disc here is alright. Double EE is, you know, obviously you can steal 2 for discarding, which is pretty good. I mean, you're pretty happy to get rid of a lot of this disc. Like, you don't really care about Demon's Bane. Key to disc is good. You don't care about Bloodshard Imp. You don't care about Eterome. You don't care about Scullion. Ghost Subordination is also really good. So Zora's pretty good. I imagine the deck's still safe are probably going to be Zora or Dexter. Dance of Doom here in red is... Sorry, I shouldn't be swapping around so much. But my guess is they'll probably safe either Zora or Dexter. Dexter's a real problem. It's this is the hallmark of a really good lineup, right? There's a lot of problem decks. I don't think Bear deserves a ban at all, but Dexter's a real problem with the double tribute Six Emperor Exile. This is, exactly what you want to see. This to set to, 1 archiving to set it up. So 2 archiving to set it up. Kind of helps. Not too much there, but yeah, no, I think just Dexter's a real problem. Got a lot of Amber control. Double Axiom is good. The generated Amber probably is enough. And then obviously more Harvest Time, right? So they love this Harvest Time card. Who doesn't? So and then you got Exhume as well to sort of help shut down either the... So you can either shut down... So Exhume can either bring back out Odoax if they have Steel. You can bring back Raider Gallums, E-Dies, Infernus. So some good cards, some good targets there. So my guess is probably they'll... A lot of my deck is trying to rush. But the board heavy, rush or, otherwise with like Vamral or Judge or... I mean, Judge is doing something different, however. So that's kind of what they're doing over on that side. And then we've got Aerofriend, Neidhardt, and Red, which are both good MM decks. I think the this deck's really cool. Double Essence skills is always really good. Double Snudge, and Infernus. Marketist, Mindfire are really good. Transport Platform's pretty good with some upgrades. We got double stunners and there's one more. Armageddon Cloak. Okay, so that one you don't really care about. Pretty good though. And we got Aerofriend, Neidhardt, which has a pretty zoomy logos. The Saurian's pretty good. Obviously, this one kind of is Adaptiface vibes. Lots of creature control. Double gateway to this. I mean, you can probably just discard all your creatures and then wait for the gateways and the Gleeful Mayhems and all that. Double Infernus. Obviously, you got a Grim Reminder, and I think the creatures you want to get back are probably the Logos or the Saurian. I don't think the Grim Reminder is super impactful here. I don't think it's quite nearly as impactful as the Grim Reminder is in Adaptiface. So you bring back 7 Logos creatures or a whole bunch of Saurian board that it kind of immediately gets value. So I don't think it's quite as good there, but still very good. And again, welcome in everyone. We got Usavo in here, got Not Tonight, got Odd Monster, welcome in. Sad I wasn't able to meet the legendary Usavo in KFC, but I did meet Odd Monster, I did meet Not Tonight. Real pleasure. I mean, I guess we can go through my deck. So my lineup is we've got Margaret, who's been a mainstay. We've got Adaptiface, who's also a mainstay. You'll notice a pretty clear trend in my lineups with the creature control and also probably the Amber control. So we got Margaret here, we got Adaptiface, we have the Mister of Farhood, we've got the Eyes of Alosrin Vamral, we have the Pharaoh of Garnbreak Keep, and we have the Crude Soothsayer Judge. Now, the Crude Soothsayer Judge is certainly a standout. I mean, we've got our creature control here 17, 14, 19, 17, 17, 9.4. So the Crude Soothsayer Judge obviously has very little creature control compared to the rest, but I don't think it's obviously that can be where it struggles, but the creature control is usually not too much of an issue. I have a lot of faith in my deck. This is actually the deck I was going to be running in any Archon event that I ended up being able to play in. Unfortunately, just with the nature of streaming the events, it's kind of hard to play in them as well. And unfortunately, DT couldn't be as well represented as I would have liked it to be at the events. I think the events have such little Dark Times representation, which is a real shame. You know, it makes me genuinely sad to see such such little Dark Times representation at the events. It's such a good set. It's fun. I love it. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. And you can kind of see the differences, the similarities to Aerofriend in Adaptiface. I don't know how to do that. Anyways. But they are very similar. And the Grim Reminder Adaptiface, I think, is a bit more impactful. I think the Saurian is a little bit more out of the box. But more importantly, I think the Logos does a ton with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Logos creatures. They can all come back. You can get that Zenzi in the center, discard that, you know, you can either discard usually you discard the Infomorph to make it even numbers if there's nothing already out on the board. And Equidon sadly does not have a house icon yet. But yeah, we'll see what they saved. I think my number 1 is obviously Nour. And then my 2 is probably one of these. Hey, thanks, Voxmal. Thank you. Yeah, I work today at noon. So I think probably what'll end up happening is, depending on what time jfilipeg is able to get on, probably might be able to only play 2 games today and have to finish the 3rd some other time. But we'll also see how long the games take. If the games go really quickly, then, you know, we're fine. But welcome in, thank you. If anyone who doesn't know already, Floximal is a streamer. They helped me they hopped on my stream to do some commentary for the finals and the Open Archon qualifier yesterday. So please go check them out. Follow their Twitch channel. Subscribe to the YouTube. They've got a really wonderful series happening right now about timing charts in Keyforge and how to learn how to navigate those. I really recommend doing it. They just released episode 3. I will link it here in the chat. So please go and watch it. Go support all their Keyforge content creators and give them all your love. We'll see if we can And get my Nightbot working again. See if Good morning, Zamus. Good morning. Yeah, no, they do. They do. I'm definitely expecting and they're a good player too, right? So they're usually pretty decisive. Very nice. Yeah, you can get a little multi-stream going. Oh, I probably need to change that as well. Okay, I should have Nightbot now. My bot should be back. Wait, can I add? I'll slash mod Nightbot. Okay. I thought I already had this command, but yeah, thank you so much, Isavo. Absolutely. I always look forward to playing all the wonderful and good players in our community. It'll be a fun match. Hopefully it's fun to watch too. There we go, Zeramis. That is for you. People can now spam !DT to get the best copy pasta in Keyforge, coined by the one and only Zeramis themselves in chat. And again, thank you so much for the subscription, Usavo. Really appreciate that as well during KFC. I'm also going to add a little command, okay, !Grim reminders, because if anyone hasn't seen, I did a little deck opening video myself where I opened live at Keyforge Celebration the 3 Grim Reminders pre-release seal decks, and a lot of people don't want to go watch it because of spoilers. Totally get that. And you know, obviously I took advantage as a content creator to make some content, but you know, I'm still have my own qualms with the whole piece. There we go. So you can hit !Grim reminders, and that will pull that up. We're a professional streamer getting our commands back. Hopefully Nightbot chills out and doesn't keep banning people. Or, you know, not banning, but timing people out. Okay, hopefully everyone's doing well. If anyone have any questions about jfilipeg's lineup, let me know. I think I will be doing, so obviously I have 2 new additions to my lineup. I've got Alosrin Vamral, which is a 74 SAS Winds of Exchange, although I think SAS for Winds of Exchange is rather, suspect. Even more so than DT, because DT is weird, but Winds of Exchange stats are just all over the place, and like really oddly proportioned, and you know, even for things I feel like it should be catching, it's just like, you know, the whole token business it's all odd. This is pretty much a crush deck. It doesn't have it. What it tries to do is it likes to get the buggies out. Hey, welcome in, Karen. Thank you so much. It likes to get the buggies down. It also has an Equigi outpost, so typically if the Aquadon engine gets going, you can be drawing 6 to 9 cards a turn. 9 cards if the conductor is out, because you can use the Shiz Niasi buggy. She has the ability to lose 1 amber and draw a card. Draw 3 cards. Lose 1 amber, draw 3 cards. Pretty good deal. And then you can use a Quiji Outpost to tuck a creature underneath the deck, draw 3, so that's 6 cards drawn. And the Quiji Outpost does have 2 amber pips on it. And then the Conductor will ready all your buggies again. If only a Quiji Outpost was a buggy. That would actually be insane. I wish if this deck had a Sandhopper, it would be incredible. But it unfortunately does not. I would love to be able to like bounce and replay the Chosen One all the time in Equidon. That would be a dream. But yeah, I mean, it's got like the Unfathomable here is like a ton of creature control. 2 Thunder Toes, Illusions of Grandeur is a control tool. We get Adult Swim, just a bit of tempo. Bubbles, Chosen One. Double Ghostwing Nutcasters is pretty good. Frigorific Rod, Maelstrom, and 2 Disruption pieces in the Sunk Cost. One of these Sunk Costs has an amber and a draw. So like, sort of just like when you play going to Unfathomable, there's typically a lot of tempo. Like the cards are enhanced, so they keep doing things. They have pips, and they are disruptive. And the Mars is a huge, can be a really big burst tool, especially if you've created some big hands. Typically, so the Mars is a pretty traditional burst house in the sense that you want to have a lot of it in hand in order to have really, really big turns. There's 4 creatures in it. There's Ironix Rebel. There's 2 Ironix Rebels, an Ironix Batminder, and then a Xanthix Harvester. And what you would want typically, the deck also like never plays creatures. 13 creatures, 10 token generation, but like you discard your token generators. You purposely call the wrong house with sunk costs. So like you don't want to make tokens. Unless they're like, unless you're getting immediate value off of them, like you're hoping to scoop up the Batminder token immediately, sort of that kind of stuff. Cards are just such high value, you don't really want to have them go away. So if those 4 creatures are out, that is 7 amber together. It's 1 from the Batminder pip, and then 3 amber from 1 rebel between the Batminder and the Harvester, then 3 more amber from this second one between the rebel and the Harvester. So it's a 7 amber burst right there, plus any pips you might have, and then you're hoping to kaboom those creatures all back into your archives as well to sort of set up for another burst at a later date. This deck can will routinely check if possible. Like if it's not like well controlled, it'll routinely check for a 3rd key around turn 5 or turn 6. Somewhere between turn 5 and turn 7 is a pretty consistent window for checking for key 3. We've got the Pharaoh of Garnbreak Keep, which has been really impressing me in testing. You know, the first game I ever played with it, I had like, it was insane. It was kind of just like, you know, I kind of got blown away with how it felt in my hands. Because the Crystal Hive, this Mars is really good. The Crystal Hive, obviously, like if these were grunts, maybe a bit better. You know, it doesn't have Marcy's Zamber or anything to really combo with the Rebel. But you can only complain so much. So the Crystal Hive with the Rebels, this creates so much pressure. If you get any, and also it's a good deck with artifact control. Never thought I'd see open one of those myself, except for Margaret, I guess. But if you have like any tokens out with Crystal Hive, it just like creates so much pressure, and you know you can make tokens in the other houses. It has it has Ancient Battleground, which is interesting. It's a discard. It's a discard. Also, there's like barely any creatures in Brobnar, but we've got a Berserker Slam, Amber Hant, we've got Champions Challenge. There's 3 board wipes. There's Ammonia Clouds, Mass Buyout, and Champions Challenge. Mass Buyout's usually discard. The Double Visible Hand, General Zawaraha, 2 Shrewd Investors with a exchange program. So that's a pretty cool one where you just, you know, you Shrewd Investor, swap it, you can go bango bongo. The Mars has an airlock, which really helps get value. Keep having Mars in the main house to filter out other cards in your hand. really important, especially like with some sort of throwaway cards like Mass Buyout or Ancient Battleground, Steward Suzanne, all those sort of things. You can sort of just, toss them from fresh marks. Is usually it can often be a discard. So just keep throwing those out, and then like you can keep, because of all the token generation, the outhouses, and these. We also have Space Invaders too, to sort of like say, okay, you know what, these can all be Mars tokens. And it's sort of like, well, I created 4 Mars tokens this turn, and if you don't clear them, I'm going to reap for 8 next turn, which can be very problematic. Although at this point, I think I don't know. I think I might only be able to play 1 game. Because it's currently 10. I believe like 11:40. jfil, I've been talking to jfilipeg. They're putting their kid to sleep. I think they're putting their child down for a nap. Zeramis is not enjoying the drone, apparently. JK. Alright, everyone, welcome in. We have for you today some Nordic Keyforge League. Once again, this time versus jfilipeg. Now, if anyone who caught the stream yesterday, you will have already seen a lot of my discussion on the deck selection and deck banning, so I won't really be going over that all too much again. So we're going to see here a ban from jfilipeg of Adaptiface. I banned the much improved Nour of the Subway, which is a deck you can see here. Very scary deck that is just a ton of value. Strong late game. Some burst in the harvest time, as well as some deck thinning. Hey, thank you so much, Zach. Welcome in. Dataforge stream, another content creator. They have a wonderful project right now about a advent calendar, a Keyforge advent calendar in the shape of a Christmas tree. That they 3D printed. So if you have any interest in doing that, you can go. I'm sure you can get the file from them and go print that yourself if you want to partake in a little bit of Keyforge advent fun. Who doesn't love a good advent calendar, especially around the holidays? So the deck we're gonna save, the Mr. Farhood would actually be pretty fun to save. What did you even? Okay, Nightbot's on a rampage again. I had Nightbot for a second. It was doing fine, and now it's gone crazy again. All right. Zoc slash untimeout. There we go. Zoc is now no longer timed out. But I think so you can chat again, Zoc. Nightbot has been removed from the channel. I think Judge is getting banned here if we keep it open, which I think is a problem. So I think I'd like to save Judge. And they saved Dexter, which is pretty much what is yeah, yeah, no is right. Yeah, and I have to play around Nightbot because Nightbot just has not been behaving at all. All right, I'm gonna have a phone call. I'll be right back. All right. Here we go. I'll make my next bam. So we can look at Zora. So Zora's not too much of a problem if I decide to go to 6. The triple mimicry puncture equilibrium is kind of a problem. Adaptiface is gone. Yeah, I think we ban Zora. Zora's a really good deck. I think it's one of those I'm most oh. I was kind of hoping I would really angle to save Vamral. I really considered it. But I was worried they'd ban Judge, but I thought they would leave Vamral alone. So them not doing that is rather annoying. But yeah, maybe it is Locksmall. Maybe you're right. There can be only one of us. Although technically there was 2 of us on this very channel not too long ago. Has anyone seen Orion and me in the same stream at the same time? Maybe we're actually just the same person. Man, I wanted to play. Okay, what do we play first here? Okay, so Zora's gone. Yeah, I can just do this. Zora's gone. That's safe. And Nour is gone. Um, I was greedy at my banning phase. And punished for it. All right. I'm gonna play Pharaoh. They have a good amount of R, but 2 don't. Dexter. Okay, that's a bad matchup. So we got Pharaoh here. Yeah, I mean this is a matchup. The matchup for Dexter is one that I'm kind of trying to sack. I don't think this is a good matchup for any of my decks. So if we sack, I guess Axia, if playing Margaret here may have been good, but Margaret's fine into it. Not really what I want. Mulligan that. In this deck, you really kind of want to mulligan hard for Crystal Hive. They do have a harvest time, which can be a bit of a problem. But the double tribute, 6 exile and 6 emperor is kind of crazy in this deck. This deck has 3 board wipes. I don't want to see all of them this early necessarily, though. Oh, it's a Festering Touch, okay. So Edai's already gone. So could Reap here, Reap for 1, 2, 3, or kind of like just filter cards. I don't really know what I'd rather do here. 1 second. Okay, I'm back from my call. So you have a couple interesting questions. Obviously, we're gonna go Mars here. We played this. So I have an option of scooping up the Lilithal, which I think is what I want to do. I don't really think I care about killing this with the Imperial Scoot as long as the Imperial Scoot's on it. Because I don't really have any bounce effects. I guess they could purge it with Harvest Time, but if that leaves my Crystal Hive, I'm pretty happy about that. So if that's the way they get their Amber off of that, I think we're pretty happy. So we're gonna scoop up the Lilithal and we're gonna start pinging the Quant. So with these two here, scoop up our Shrewd Investor and the Lilithal. And we're okay. We're 7 is fine. Discard the Space Invaders. And yeah, no hazardous quite yet. Static effects are certainly still on. Welcome in, Quick Draw. Very nice to see you here. And very nice to see you as well, Zeramus. We see a Saurian Call. Now, have they drawn Tribute 6 Semper in the meanwhile? Yep. It's actually kind of funny. I actually have a swapping card. I have exchange program. So if they swap it back, I'm gonna swap it right back over to him. But yeah, in the meantime, we can just call Brobnar. We say no on that. I might club out first. Yeah, and then we just... Wait, what do we want to do here? So I think we're fine if this dies. So we can... So what I could do is I can Berserker Slam this, Strato Smack that, and then Berserker's Challenge just to remove a 6 Semper possibility, which I think is fine. So yeah, we'll Berserker Slam, we'll Strato Smack, play the Bilgam Avalanche, hit that, and then we take them off check, we go back up to check for 7. Interdimensional Graph still in play. Obviously, we're not getting that Amber back, but I don't have any upgrade destruction. Didn't have U6 Semper, so I don't need to type that. But we see a Logos Call. Data Forge. They go back up to check. Yeah, we can just go right back into Brobnar. Reap there. Play the Bumpsy. Play Shattered Throne. And I think, yeah, we play Fresh Mark, so blow up our Bilgam. Exalt. And go to check again at 6. And I think we're pretty happy about that. So this is a lot of EE fodder gone, which is sort of nice to see for me. They're gonna okay, so they do use the Harvest Time as a burst card, which I respect. Very major respect on that. And then here I think we call Equidon, play this down, play that down, make a couple tokens, Ragnar prep, and Maximus rest. Okay. And that is that. Do they have an exile still? So I could call Brobnar here. Because I could call Brobnar, but I think that's actually, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go to check here with Mars. So we call Mars, say no on that. Use Crystal Hive. We reap, we ping that. We reap, we ping that. Play Total Recall, play that, play Airlock. We're at check with 6. They reap with Puzzle, play Gleeful Mayhem. Dendrix and Furnace. Gets our Berserker Slam and like our Scooped Up. Fresh marks. So now they exile's fairly likely. But I think we're totally okay to play Brobnar. They have 3. We're gonna make 1, 2, kill 1. So Brobnar, we don't take that archive. We'll play the Bump C. I don't actually want that archive, so we're gonna make our token. I don't really need the auction off either. We're gonna discard Ancient Battleground. Action here, and we're gonna fight there. Make a Ragnarok prep. What are you booing about? I don't, my Brobnar's not my main house, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, you know. What are you gonna do, right? Okay, so we know they have the exile. So I would really like a way to kill the I wonder if we can call Equidon here and just pray to the Lord. No, but I think Mars is the right call. Yeah, no, exactly. You're probably right. So we call Mars here, we say no. Did they? Okay. Alright. So first things first is we'll use Crystal Hive. We're gonna airlock the Ancient Battleground. Okay, that wasn't quite it. We're gonna reap here, Crystal Hive, ping the Dendrix. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Second Axiom here, you think? Or like another Axiom here? Oh, easy peasy. And I think here we just call Mars. We say no on that. We airlock again on probably the Steward, or maybe we just hit the Bilgum. Play down the Zizek. Play this out for these two. Pressuring at 6 again. I don't think they have any Amber control in Logos. Remote accessing our use invisible hand. Very nice, GG. Well played, well played. Very nice. Took that first win. 3-1. Pharaoh of Garnbreak keep, proving itself once again. So that was a 3-1. And that was Pharaoh. So Pharaoh of Garnbreak keep here. Putting on a lot of work with the Mars and the... I think if they had harvest timed the locations, it would have done a lot better. Oh, I forgot, didn't have my cam on. Yeah, if they had harvest timed locations, it would have done a lot better, I think. That's just sort of the nature of the thing, though. They used it to burst and go to 8, and also within their deck, right? They don't really want to be drawing those dis things again, so no, we're happy with that overall. And then we've got Burgess, Red, and Neidhardt, and I think Farhood is sort of our best shot going into match 2, and we can decide between Judge and I don't think Margaret's really gonna get cornered. Yeah, they can do a lot. So there's that one gone. So yeah, it's just down to the Aerofriend and yeah, I think Margaret is Judge is actually probably pretty fine. So we're gonna play Farhood. Absolutely, 70 sass big boy deck is right. Absolutely. So we're gonna play Farhood here. Bear, yeah, okay, good. I think we're generally pretty happy to have Farhood into this matchup. No artifact control, which would have been nice in Margaret, but I think we'll be okay. Let's see. I've had a lot of fun playing Pharaoh. It's been a really fun deck. I mean, it's always more fun when it's 70 sass. But yeah. And what I'm looking to do, we won a matchup that I was trying to kind of sack, so that's nice. So now what I'm looking to do is just win one more game and get that 2-1. I'll make sure it tucks the right deck, yeah. I got really greedy in the banning phase and saved Judge instead of Vamral, which would have been the right deck to save. Thinking they would miss Vamral and ban one of my other decks. But like, you know, ban my marketer Farhood, and I was rightfully punished for that. I think this is a good matchup for Farhood. It could be an issue with the lack of artifact control. Catch and release shouldn't matter too much, I'm hoping, but the buggies might be able to start making a lot of value, and we don't capture a lot, so we're second player, right? Yeah. So we could play these out, which I'm really not opposed to. So I think we keep. Now, it's also very unlikely the board's clear. So I kind of like, I'm tempted to have like a greedy mulligan into Gangernaut. But I think it's much better to play this Sanctum out, hope to get more Brobnar, and then get a Blood Titans on or Golgotha. It's probably way more important. So we'll keep, and see how it pays off. Oh no! That's not what I want to see. Okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, I'll bounce this Duder, and do I bounce that Duder? No, I think we just bounce these two. Bounce those two and we're still chilling. Yeah, there we go. Two chains. Oh, yeah. No, okay. I wonder if I just call Sanctum here, and yeah, we'll reap. And we'll just try and burst there. Oh, bless. Not bless, but no, really not that bad. So I can either kill this. Yeah, I think that's we can deal with that eventually, but the Fathom Reaver is going to be a bit harder. Okay, Alms Master. A lot of capturing. Call Shadows. Give me that Gavadazima, I guess. Take it. Okay, what happened? Okay, what happened is I played Sanctum, Alms Master Fight. Oh, okay. Honorable Claim. Okay. Wonderful. Did they want me to... Oh, okay, so they did hit one of my Drummernauts. Yeah, huge Derek value. Absolutely, huge Derek value. Forge Blue here. Yeah, we'll just call Sanctum. Oh, my dog was feeling lonely. Yeah, it is a lot of amber for what to deal with. Agreed. Yeah, so I think what we do here is, now I'm trying to sequence as best as possible, so we're gonna play the Groak. We're gonna fight the Groak. We're gonna play Coward's End. Gonna play you. So that's one on the Ganger Chieftain. One, two, three. This should be four. Yeah. That's what this deck does. So I don't think they have any yeah, I mean, lucky for us on the catch and release turn, there was no our Game Chieftain was not in hand. So I mean, they definitely got a little unlucky, as well, but. Yeah, we're just gonna call Brobnar though. So first things first is we'll fight Shrewd Investor. Fight that. We'll reap once here, bounce you, play you, fight. 4 uses there. Hey, not tonight. Welcome in, welcome in. And that's 1 use there. And let me play right here. That's 2. 1. So that's 2 and 1. 3. 2. 4. 5. 6. Yeah, they can rip the Ronnie out of my hand. Adult Swim, which doesn't hit anything. Covetous Hema, Skullback Crab. GG, well played, well played. Awesome. Farhood, premium deck here. So that was a 3-1, yeah. Okay, so wonderful start. Wonderful start there. And now, so we're so that was Bear. So now we're up against Aerofriend and Red. I think we just choose Judge here too. Oh, Farhood's been in my lineup for 3 seasons now. Yeah, definitely it's been in my lineup for at least, I think 3 seasons, since season 19. 4 seasons? Yeah, 3 seasons. It's been a real help to my lineup to have just like, it's a ton of C, it's a lot of board pressure. So you know, it's very consistent about getting off the Gangnaut combo. Especially with the Gauntlet of Command, the Sanctum does a lot of work. And like it kind of like there's a lot of like small things to keep the opponent's board down. So no, I think and we still had a Martyr's End, like we still had the Shadows cards, and we still had a Martyr's End to finish out on. Yeah. No, very well done to very well done to jfilipeg. AOA takes home a win. So then yeah, we're gonna play Judge because I like playing Judge. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. But yeah, that's Farhood. And oh yeah, I guess I can go and we can talk about Farhood for a bit. So Mr. Farhood is a nice little AOA. It has a 9.8, which I guess like in the new stats metric is like pretty good. Cause it's got 2 Outbades, 2 Ronnies. Like the Outbades live oftentimes long enough, especially like the Grey Rider to creep a couple times. Like it's pretty frequently they get their Amber off of them. So the 2 Outbades, it's got a lot of C, ton of C. Life for Life, Lights Out, Burgo Gotha is incredible, especially with a Ganger Chieftain and a Gauntlet of Command. Spirit's Way, Gold Nour is really good on Brobnar creatures. Talos Crokeg is fine, right? Talos Crokeg's fine. Double Pound, Coward's End, just like a ton of ways to get rid of, and Bears to Joy for some disruption, and Taunt with the Chow. So no, it really and sometimes I get Prince Derek value. Funnily enough. So yeah, just a really good deck, really creature heavy. See a ton of creatures in Brobnar and Sanctum. All the Titans on like a Lower Goth or something can do a lot of work. And then I know it's really about 20 Amber, but it definitely has a fair amount of Amber pressure pretty consistently. And then yeah, 19C, which really, and the board contributes to a lot of the C. I because it has so many. It's funny because it only has 80 effective power because it has so many ward wipes and like self-destroy effects. But it actually just has a ton of effective power, and like getting to recycle the damage on the Groats. Or the Lollop, or yeah, like basically getting to recycle the damage on the Groaks and the Lollops is really good. I guess I could play Margaret. I just kind of want to play Judge though. Yeah. Let's do it. Again, thank you all for being here. Lots of people in chat, lots of people chatting. You love to see it. It's been fun so far. You know what? 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 Okay. So they don't have a ton of amber control. And so what I'm thinking is we first turn the Mobius scroll. They don't have any artifact control. Or we first turn. Yeah, so we first turn the Mobius scroll. Yeah, we'll keep. We're gonna slow roll this, chat. First turn break key. We're gonna call Logos. Yeah, we're gonna place immersive. Play the feel out. I ain't upset. We're gonna call Untamed. Say no on that. We're gonna shuffle. We're gonna hit that. Gonna hit that. Gonna hit that. Ready and reap. And my stance on don't have Infernus. Don't have Infernus. They got me. They got me, chat. Yeah, we're chilling though. Okay, yeah. That's actually way better. Quick draw. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, you know, we're not all geniuses, alright? We're not all geniuses. I'm still gonna... Yeah, you're right. I wonder if I actually archive a card here and archive the infighting. Because I could archive the infighting here. But no, I think we're gonna gain the amber. Yeah, and then you're right. That would have been better. And then I could have gotten the amber back. But, you know, not every move. I got excited. I got excited. Hey, you know, I mean, I've done crazier things with Judge. I've definitely done crazier things with Judge. Yeah, I think we're just moving cards. Now the real question is, do I book here? I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a 60% chance to hit a card with book. No. Okay, you know, I would have had a 50-50. Would have had a 50-50. Do they have a Dark Minion or something? They got a Q-Max. Hmm. Okay, we got a Ludo. Spoils of Battle incoming. Feature to the right, Yeah. Okay, that was the wrong way. I thought it was gonna go the other way. Not gonna lie. I don't know why I thought that. I've played infighting a number of times on TCO. This card's Cheetah. That's okay. Hmm. Them having that Infernus was a clutch. That first Infernus, that turn 2 Infernus or whatever. Turn 3? Turn 3 Infernus? Maybe it's not that crazy. Maybe it's not that crazy, but it felt bad, okay? Yeah, we're just gonna call Silence here. We're gonna say no to that. So I can... Yeah, I'll pitch you. No! Really? Oh my god. No way. Man. Oh. Had a 1 in 5 chance of hitting that. Come on, man. Bro, come on. Damn. That's a big oof. Yeah, 1 in 5 chance, but You know, it happens. It happens. We'll draw our 5. We'll draw our 5. It happens, chat. It happens. I said I don't really mind if I lose this game. Oof. Yeah, I did have to go for it. Discards Millia, that's okay. Sometimes this is Keyforge. I'm actually gonna call it logos. Those are discombobulator out. Didn't even know that. Man, not hitting that book was brutal. That happens. Um. Oof. Couldn't quite get there. Couldn't quite get there. GG. 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 DT still best set. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? -1 key difference, we're okay. I had to kill the bot. The bot kept timing people out, so I need to look into a new bot. We had it for, it was good for a second, and then Judge almost got there. No. Oh, there's a world where I archive the fertility chant instead of that's right. Um, the Yeah, I think there's definitely a world where I do the fertility chant instead of the witch. The fertility chant opens up a lot of um just a lot more wiggle room of like, oh, I have no amber. Yeah, I think this is a game to rewatch. I think one of the things I love about playing Judge is that I think there's so many decision points within a game that often can really matter with things. Um, but I also don't think that early into the game. It was like turn three, or second turn for me. No, third turn for me. Yeah, third turn for me. I think. Oh, and they got a new Bad Penny press out. Everyone, fun fact. Go read it. Um, but because it was because it's early in the game, they do have two Infernuses, so the odds are automatically. But I was like, you know what? If I can go to 8 and sort of get the value from Fertility Chant now, get a 1 key super early, and then that's true. And then if I get that 1 key super early, I think it's fine. My thinking usually when I'm playing Judge for Infernus is that I don't care if the pips get purged as long as I get value from the amber they gave. There we go. So like, hey, if I get a free key, I don't really mind if they get purged, but yeah, I mean, there's a real argument to be made for also the book turn, because I was kind of hoping to filter more cards out and then redraw so that I could possibly Dataforge Keyfrog, right? Because we're 2 turns later seeing the Keyfrog that way. We just chat. So I think there's a world where possibly we could Dataforge into Keyfrog, potentially. But either way, well played to jfilipeg. That was a really fun. That was a really fun game. And yeah, good luck to them and the rest. My division is super tough, so I'm really happy to see to get a win this week. Not a 3-0, not an 0-3. So we're pretty happy. We're pretty happy all together. Oh yeah. Thank you so much everyone for coming out. I've got to get on my morning. I really appreciate everyone coming out. We had some good viewership today, and yeah, thank you so much. Thank you much for all the wonderful, kind people who are subscribed to my channel. We've got 8 subscribers right now, and you know, we're going strong. So yeah, it was a strong win. I agree. I think it puts me in a nice position, because if we go to the I play Petite Bot next. Thank God there is a break week. So we got Petite Bot next week. And then I've got Zoc to play. Zoc's in here doing some scouting. I appreciate that. And then we've got Gungnir, who's absolutely there's ain't no slouches in this thing. And then we got a Roar. And then I'll close it out against K-March. K-March is every single person's got a scary lineup. So I'll have to watch. I'm in the process of watching your match versus K-March, Zoc. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, now you get some extra scouting too. Look at that. So yeah, you got to see Dexter in gameplay. You got to see Aerofriend and Bear. So hopefully you can get good luck like I did, and maybe win your match. Maybe the delay is good luck. All right, but thank you so much, everyone, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.